Hello, hello. All right. Hopefully the color isn't as messed up for people watching this as it is for me. Maybe it's my camera. I don't know. But my hair isn't that yellowish, and I'm not actually this sunburnt. Shirt's not this red either, but I'm colorblind, so who knows for sure. All right. I'm listening to Owen Benjamin before I take my roommate's dog on a walk here, and I'm a big fan of Owen Benjamin. I think he's a very funny guy. He's talking about public schools and how they're just going to crap, which I'm not necessarily going to argue that fact. And he's saying, get out of them, you got to homeschool your kids. And I've heard a lot of people say this, the public school system is sinking ship, get out of it, look what's going on. And they're using a lot of extreme examples. Now, our public school system is struggling and is not doing nearly as well as it should be. Definitely, 100% agree with that. So many areas where it's failing, where we're focusing on the wrong things, and weird stuff in a lot of times extreme cases, but weird stuff is being pushed as far as like morals and ethics go. And I've always been a big fan of it's the home education supported by the school system, not the school system's education supported by the parents. No, the parents, the home comes first, the school supports it. So morals, ethics, values, this stuff is taught at home, in church, or however that family wants to teach those things. The school system supports it in that we all, across religion, across beliefs, have a set of manners. So they support the manners, but they don't teach the morals. You understand the difference? It's sort of like the school teaches the math or the writing. The parents teach them what to do with that or how to use it in life. So that's the way the school system should be, in my opinion. Now, not everyone sees it that way, but that's how I look at it. And I think a lot of other people would agree with me. And this video isn't anti-homeschool at all. I'm a big supporter of all the options, private, charter, homeschooling. If you have the means and the ability to homeschool your children, go for it. I think that would be the best thing. You know, if we could all do that, that would be the world, wouldn't it? The problem is not everyone can do that. It's not an ability. And to say that you just get out of it, just let the ship sink, you're abandoning all these people who don't have the means or the opportunity. And these kids who maybe their parents don't know how to homeschool their kids. You're just abandoning them because you know you can do it, which is great. But not everyone can do that. And look who you're leaving behind to be on this sinking ship. So I kind of look at it as a cowardice runaway thing when you're telling everyone to homeschool your kids. And that's not a knock on Owen Benjamin, because I don't think that's what he meant, and he speaks off the cuff and everything, so this isn't meant to like be an attack on him or anything. But what I'm saying is people who just say homeschool your kids, get them out of these public school systems that are failing. A public school system in itself is not something to abandon. If you want the system to change, if you don't like the way it's going, because it's a pretty much proven fact that this is what made America great. European travelers, Ben Carson writes about this in America the Beautiful, that he and his wife wrote, how a lot of these European travelers wanted to find out how America innovated and became a powerhouse economically and everything so quickly after becoming a nation of just fragile like farmers and whatnot. And they realized that no matter where you went, up in the mountains, down in the valleys, in the cities, in the rural areas, everywhere you went, no matter what their occupation, pretty much everyone could read and write, could do basic arithmetic. So they were well informed, they were well educated. Now we've reached that, obviously, even without our public school systems. But this is what makes a country great, is working to make everyone able to achieve their best. And you do this through helping them to educate themselves. Not everyone can homeschool their kids, but there's something everyone can do. If you don't like the way the school systems are going, because not a lot of them are going as well as they should be, that's a fact. Our public school systems have been kind of going downhill for a while. There's a lot of reasons, a lot of different arguments to this. But if you think you know why, don't let it just sink. Get involved. Go to the PTA meetings. Go to the school board meetings. Talk to the teachers and the community members and the parents and the principal. Get involved in your community. Find out what's going on. If you are a referee or work at a YMCA or do anything with youth, talk to them about what's going on in their school. Find out how math class and social studies and all whatever your thing is, find out what's going on and how the students feel about it. Then go to the school board meetings. Like, you can get involved. You can run for school board yourself. These are things that we need to do as people if we don't want the school systems to fail. If we want the public school systems to go down, yeah, everyone who cares about it and sees the problem and thinks that they know what they could do better, if all those people say, I'm going to take my kid out of the school system and just abandon ship, then that ship is going to sink. The problem is, it's not going to be like a ship. It's going to be more like there's a neighborhood or a borough right next to you that doesn't know how to deal with their trash. And you guys say, okay, but you guys know how to deal with trash. We're into composting. We know how to deal with our own trash. We're going to deal with it. You guys are on your own. We're going to deal with it on our own. We know what we're doing. Well, instead of it just sinking, you're now going to have a dumpster pile. You're going to have a landfill right next to your houses. And you're going to suffer from it. So if you homeschool your kids, great. What happens to the society that those kids grow up in, where all the best educated people decided that they were going to get out of the public school system and not worry about it? Now all the peers for your children are lower, or had a lower, they didn't have the education that your child had. See, not everyone can educate their child. Even if they have the means and the opportunity, maybe they don't have the know-how. Maybe they don't have the passion. Whatever it might be. By taking your child out because you see how bad the public school system is and you don't want to do anything to fix it because it's a sinking ship, look at all the people you're screwing over. Get involved in your community. And I don't mean this as an anti-homeschooling at all. Like I said, if I had the means or the opportunity, I would probably homeschool kids as well. But not everyone has that ability. Not everyone has the know-how. Not everyone has the passion. The best thing you can do is to get involved in your community, especially if you think you have viable solutions to actual problems. Oh, and this also wasn't meant as an Attack Owen Benjamin video, because I'm a big fan of Owen Benjamin's. Alright, everyone, have a wonderful afternoon, evening, or good night. God bless.